So we are live on the Doug Serravo Show. I just got home, and tomorrow we have some NFL football, and I am going to go over my Week 14 picks. Here we go. So first, let's go over Houston and Chicago. I really believe that the Houston Texans are going to win this game because they are hungry to win, especially Deshaun Watson. This guy is tired of losing. But it also has to do with the reason the Chicago Bears have been struggling so much since they were 3-0. I think they were also 4-1 at one point. And this quarterback change happened. They fell apart. They haven't had a winning season in who knows when. They've been this bad for a while. So I'm going with Houston, Dallas, and Cincinnati. With Andy Dalton returning to Cincinnati for this game, I think he wants to win bad. And I know the Cowboys are still alive, unfortunately. You also have the Bengals, who are struggling mightily. Joe Burrow isn't there. He's out for the year, recovering. So I do believe the Dallas Cowboys have the edge in this game. Green Bay Packers versus Detroit. I think Aaron Rodgers, in my mind, is the favorite for MVP. I also believe that he is going to lead the Packers to a Super Bowl appearance. I think Green Bay will win this game easily. Now it's time for the Chiefs versus the Dolphins. I do believe the Dolphins have a chance to win this game, but no one is better than Patrick Mahomes, in my mind. It's Mahomes, it's Rodgers this year. Even Derek Carr could be in the MVP conversation along with Russell Wilson. I see this being a close game, but the Chiefs are going to come out on top. Arizona versus the Giants. Now, I'm not really sure who's going to be our starting quarterback, whether it's going to be Colt McCoy or Daniel Jones, but I do believe that the Giants have the edge in this game. We have the best defense right now. Our defense has been playing phenomenal. We're lights out. Defense wins championships. So I've been saying this for a while. I think we could go on a run into the postseason. Giants are winning this game 24-21. Minnesota will defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I just think that the Buccaneers are struggling. And Tom Brady, it's time to retire. He's still great, but he's not that great anymore. And the one thing for me is that if Tampa Bay wants to have a chance in this game, they have to stop Kirk Cousins, but most importantly, they have to stop Dalvin Cook. But I just think that the Vikings are hungry to make the postseason. Kirk Cousins wants to prove to the haters and the doubters that he's a good quarterback. So Minnesota is going to win this game. Denver, Carolina, I like Drew Lock, but I like Carolina at home. And Carolina at home, they're going to win this game. Tennessee versus Jacksonville, no explanation there. Quarterback mess in Jacksonville, and Ryan Tannehill, Derrick Henry, a great 1-2 punch for that Titans offense. Colts and the Vegas Raiders. Raiders, they're playing good football. Great comeback against the Jets. Yeah, I know it's the Jets, but still, great comeback. Jets and Seattle. Seattle. We know the Jets situation. They're not that good. The Saints and the Eagles. Interesting quarterback matchup with Taysom. Unless I think I heard something about Jameis Winston. Jalen Hurts on Philly. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do believe, the Saints come out on top. Falcons and the Chargers. This is going to be an interesting matchup. You have Matt Ryan and you have Justin Herbert. But I think the Chargers are due for a win. I think Michael Lepore one of the best busboys out there. One of my good friends, too. He's due for a win. So the Chargers are going to come out on top. Your comeback player of the year, Alex Smith, is going to lead Washington to a victory over the injured San Francisco 49ers. It's amazing how a couple of injuries take over a team. They're 4-7. Actually, they'll be 4-8 after this loss. Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. Buffalo is going to run the AFC East for many years to come. I mean, if you look at the Patriots aren't that bad. I think Cam Newton is the problem in New England. So the Buffalo Bills will go 10-3, one game closer to an AFC title, the first in who knows how long. I think the Patriots went 16 straight with the title. And finally, we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens over the Cleveland Browns. I just think Lamar Jackson is the better quarterback compared to Baker Mayfield. You know, you can't stop him when he runs. So, and then he has a good arm. Lamar Jackson is going to lead the Ravens to a win. So to recap, Houston, Dallas, Green Bay, Kansas City, your New York Football Giants, the Minnesota Vikings, Carolina, Tennessee, Viva Las Vegas, Seattle Seahawks, New Orleans Saints, the LA Chargers, Washington Football Team. But you got to catch yourself before you say Redskins. You got to say football team. The Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens. And your tiebreaker for Monday night will be 29 points. I see it being a tight game. 16-13 will be your score. I predict like 26-23, but I think it's going to be a good defensive game. So it's going to be like 16-13. Lamar will have 1 or 2 touchdowns, and then there will be a safety. So 16-13. Mark it down. And hopefully I do well this week. A few weeks ago, I went like 13-1, so I can't complain. You have your ups, you have your downs in fantasy. Although my fantasy football team is doing awful. You know, Matt Gizzy ran this league, and somehow, you know, I always do poorly. You know, back-to-back years. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys do well, whether you have fantasy tomorrow or you do a week 4 pick'em, week 14 pick'em, and you know, again, Houston, Dallas, Green Bay, KC, New York Giants, Minnesota Vikings, Carolina Panthers, Tennessee Titans, Vegas Raiders, Seattle Seahawks, Saints, Chargers, football team, Bills, and the Ravens. Good luck, and let's go New York Giants, baby. Super Bowl bound, I hope.